going on, guys? Welcome back to another food service trucking vlog. And I just want to talk about a few things. First off, I want to talk about my previous video and then videos moving forward. So somebody commented wondering what was up with all the blurring on the last video. And to stay within the agreement between me and the company that I work for, if I find, when I look out the back window and I see the trailer and the logos, all that stuff, anything with like logos on it or something that's given away where I work, even though most of you probably already know from my old videos, I hope I'm back far enough. I didn't even see a line. We should be okay. But yeah, I've got to blur out stuff that gives that information away. So you'll see a little bit of blurring here and there, especially when I turn and it's in the mirror, stuff like that. But yeah, I've only got like 14% on this battery. I forgot to charge. I've got 4 batteries and not a single one of them are charged. That's how bad I am about charging my batteries. But I kind of wanted to talk about a few comments that I see, across the board on different food service videos. So there's a lot of people that bash food service, stuff like that, and I understand reasons why sometimes it gets bashed, and but there's other reasons why people are doing it. There's multiple different trucking I guess options that you could do. There's a ton of them out there. I mean, you got a CDL, man, you can go pretty much anywhere and drive a semi. A lot of opportunities, a lot of different options out here. And food service, and the reason why a lot of people go towards food service is, number one, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of companies reel you in and they throw out that bait with that $10,000 sign-on bonus. They'll reel you in with that. Yeah, it looks attractive, whatever. I don't know if they've got a contract there or how it's paid out. Obviously, it's not going to be given to you all at once. I do know that much. But they reel you in with that. Number two, it is one of the very few trucking companies, types of trucking that will accept a brand new driver with 0 driving experience and let you drive a truck. All right, now, most everybody out of trucking school usually will go to an over-the-road company, such as Schneider or Swift or Prime or whatever, over-the-road companies, and you'll have to get your 1 year in by doing that, and then you can move on to something more local, something regional. You could stick with that company and go from within that company and get something local or something regional. There's all sorts of different options out there, but the whole point of it is, after your 1 year mark, everything becomes a little bit easier. The hardest part is sticking with somebody for a year. And there's some people out there that'll bounce around company to company, try to find something good that fits them. But in my opinion, like, the biggest thing is, just try to find something and stick with it for at least a year, at least 6 months, at the minimum. And if it don't work out, you don't like it, then move on from there. 6 months experience, that opens up just a little bit more. That opens that door just a little bit wider for you to get in. A lot of people use, food service or, beverage service as just a stepping stone to get your foot in the door driving big trucks. And that's just really what it is. It's a stepping stone, just like your starter companies. People use them as a stepping stone. Then they're allowed to move on to something else, LTL, local over the road, whatever it may be. Just a stepping stone to get you there. And that's what food service is. Yeah, food service is a lot of work. They pay pretty well. I'm not going to say that they don't pay well. I've said it in a video before. I might have had to take it down, but I am making more money here than I have at any of my other jobs ever. Even the job that I left to come and drive trucks, I left a job that I was there for 5 years, never saw much of a raise. We moved to commission-based pay. It was, it got to the point where I couldn't do it no more, and so I moved over to driving semis. And I want to, eventually I would really like to own my own truck at some point down the road. You know, I know it's not really, they always had this road messed up. I know it's not really ideal right now to buy a truck, and the market's just not the most ideal. You know, so it's obviously it's not going to be anytime soon, but one day I want to get there. Yeah, I wonder how many times they're going to resurface this road, because they just finished this like a month ago. Obviously they weren't happy with the turnout, so here we are. But yeah, food service, it's hard work. It is. It's physical labor. You know, you got to work out in every condition. It's just like doing, I mean, not just like a flatbed. Doing flatbed's also hard work. It's also physically demanding, and you're working out in all sorts of different conditions. But food service is a different type of work, you know, different type of physical labor. But I just want to, the whole point is, it's a physically demanding job. And a lot of people will post, you know, comments saying, you know, hey, it's not worth it. You know, you work way too hard and you get paid too little. Where, I mean, I could see in some cases that might be a possibility. But for my route that I'm on right now, I think I get paid, I mean, not want to go. I think I get paid fairly well. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna say it's not hard work. You know, it is. And I don't know if I'm really ready for the winter time. I don't know, man, because you know, doing this job in the snow, it's gonna be pretty crazy, to say the least. Probably gonna have to blur out some mirrors, but that's all right. Yeah, I'm gonna just scooch over here just a little, bring it back on over here. And you really can't line up with these lines because they kind of suck. So I'll just go like based off my driver's side. Passenger side, not so much, because the lines aren't really drawn in the best. Yeah, and boom, there's our parking, there's our hotel. Super easy day. Got Fritos showing in right after me. Fritos usually parks here too. Switch ourselves to on duty, get us off that drive line. But yeah, man, like you know, it's work. It really is. And you know, you do earn your pay, and I can't speak for other companies. Everybody's got a different setup. So it just kind of depends on who you get with. So I mean, basically, to kind of summarize everything, you know, when you're doing this, you know, you've got options. You know, if you try something and you don't like it, there's always something else to try. You know, some people might not like to do local. Some people might be more fit to do over the road. You know, versus, you know, over the road might be fit to be doing something local. You know, it just all depends about your situation, your lifestyle, your needs, what you want out of it. You know, there's all sorts of different options out there. But, you know, food service, you know, I would say it's a 50-50. You know, everybody's going to have a different experience. The experience that I have here, you know, if somebody else comes up and applies and gets the job, they might not have that same experience. You know, everybody's got a different experience, and that's with every job, not just trucking jobs, you know, not just food service. You know, it's just that way, just anywhere you go to work. And you know, if you're thinking about it, you know, give it a shot. You know, if you're in pretty good shape, you know, and you think that the physical work isn't too bad, you know, give it a shot. The biggest downfall, in my opinion, and this is probably like that with any local trucking company you go to, well, the hours of food service is way different than most other local companies. Most of your LTL companies are going to be starting at 7 or 8 o'clock. You know, getting on the road doing their deliveries. You know, might be back by, you know, 6 to 9 o'clock at night. But you're always starting at 8 o'clock. This one is just everywhere. I mean, there's overnight shifts, there's early morning shifts, there's daytime shifts. I know we've got some routes here that leave at like midnight or like 1 o'clock. Other routes leave at 3, like mine. Then other routes leave at 5 or even 6 in the morning. It's just all different. And when you first start, being on call is gonna be really the hardest thing to get past. You know, if I was gonna do a relief route and was on call all the time, there's no way that I could really stick around and do it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, being, you know, woken up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, hey, we need you to run a route. It starts at before, you know, it's like, all right, cool, just disrupted my sleep, and now I'm not going to be able to sleep, so I'm going to be tired for that route. Wish I would have known that earlier, but you know, that's how it goes, because people get sick or have to take off for whatever reason. It's just, that's part of it, man. But you know, you just got to do what you feels right, got to do what fits you, and you might take a little bit to find out. You know, there's options, so don't be afraid to try different things. But anyway, guys, I hope this video helped some of you guys out. I'm sorry it wasn't too terribly long, and really nothing happened. I do have more videos along the way. Just wanted to get something out there to you guys. Hopefully, you know, the channel continues to kind of build and grow, because it's really died off since I've had to delete those other videos, and it really sucks. It really does. So we just need to build her back up, and hopefully we can do that. So hit that subscribe button down below, guys. Shoot that thumbs up for me. Follow me on the social medias, all in the description, and we will see you all in the next video.